Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since we've done a long form video, but I wanted to come back with a much requested video and in the bag. So let's get started. First, right off the bat, I need to talk about the bag itself. This is an Upper Park Disc Golf Rebel Onyx. I love this bag. It's super lightweight, it's super comfortable, incredible bag. I can't say anything about it. Now, before we get into the disc, one thing I want to say is thank you so much for all the support lately. You guys have been amazing. If you can do me a favor, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It shows me that, you know, we're making the right steps. We're doing things that you guys enjoy. Okay, so let's get into it. We always talk about putters first, so I putt, and I always carry two because I like to hold one in my hand when I putt with Yeti Pro Aviars. I've been putting with an Aviar since I started the game, and the only switch I've made is gone from KC Pro to Yeti Pro. I just like the puddle top for my thumb to fit into, and I like the softer plastic. I find it catches the disc. So those are my putting putters. Next, let's get into some of the throwing putters. So I have two Colts in the bag. This is a new disc for me this year, new mold. Shout out to Nathan Queen for getting me on these. These are amazing. I have one in Star Plastic and I have one in XT Plastic. I like these for hyzer flip straight shots off the tee, or I like them for those, panning turnover shots. I think they're a great disc, a little bit understable, but very, very straight. Now, if the wind picks up or if I need to use an approach disc, I'm reaching for my pegs. I have two in here. Both of them are the R Pro plastic. I have one that's beat to snot. It's a hyzer flip machine. I can throw it to almost 300 feet. And I have a brand new one, which still has a lot of that stability. So I can trust it on both backhands and forehands. Next, let's get into our mid-ranges, and I have a bunch of fun mid-ranges in here, so I want to share that with you. First up is the Mako 3, the Disco Goose Mako 3. This is in an insane plastic blend. It's metal flake, color glow. It's such a great disc. I can hyzer flip it to flat. I can put it on anhyzer angles. It's a great, slightly understable mid-range, and I love this in the bag. Next, we've got two J's, or Metal Warriors, whatever you want to call them. I find them very similar. If you ask me, I think they're the same mold. But either way, let's check them out. So this one is another special plastic. Shout out to Eric Cameron for giving me this one. An amazing disc. It's in that metal flake, color glow plastic again. Just a beautiful disc. This disc likes to go straight, just almost perfectly straight. It's such a great mid-range. Can handle a lot of torque. But I won't use this on forehands. This is backhand only. Next, we have what I think is still the same mold. It's the J, but they're calling this the Metal Warrior. So this is their MD3 when they did that kind of switch over between Discmania. Both of these are in max weight, 180 grams. That's what I do for my mid-ranges, is always 180 grams. This is for that a little bit of wind, or I need a straight to stable finish. This disc has just a little bit more finish in it because of the Champion plastic. Now, for my overstable mid-range, we've got the Cayman. If you've ever seen me play, you know that I love this disc. It's such a great disc for both backhands and forehands. The overstability on this disc is incredible. It's got a flat top, good hand feel. Can't say anything better about this. Cayman. Next, we're getting into fairways. Let's start with the flippiest one. So this is a Halo Nexus Leopard 3. It's gotten a lot of use, so it's pretty dirty, it's pretty beat in. This thing is a hyzer flip and turnover machine. Love this disc for being in the woods, or when you're scrambling and you have a little bit less arm speed. Next up, we've got two T-Bird 3s. We have a Color Glow T-Bird 3, and then we've got a Halo Star T-Bird 3. I love these for those straight penetrating shots with just a little bit of stability at the end. You can really rely on these discs. Amazing. Now, my next two fairways are Roadrunners, and of course you've heard me talk about these before. I love the Roadrunners. They're such an incredible disc. So this is a Barsby Roadrunner in a lightweight, and it's actually more overstable than this max weight Halo. I find the Barsby ones to just be a little bit more stable. They're great for still flip up straight shots with a little tiny finish at the end for me. If thrown with the right speed, it's easy to kind of get over on top of these discs because of that instability in the disc, or understability in the disc. But this one for me is just this beautiful hyzer flip to turnover, pushing it out past 350, just amazing discs. Next, we're going to get into some stable fairway options. So we've got, of course, Firebirds. You can't have an Innova bag without a Firebird. Come on. So I got two Sextons. I got a 2019 and 2021. The 2019 is still super overstable for me. I love this disc for forehands mainly. I'll forehand both of these discs almost exclusively. But yeah, just great hand feel, lots of overstability. This one is a lot straighter, longer, but still dependable at the end of its flight. Next, we're going to get into my drivers, my distance drivers. Now, my bread and butter is definitely the Innova Wraith. I've got three here. I've got a Sweet Halo one. I've got a Color Glow Nathan Queen Wraith, and I've got this beat up, lightweight Star Wraith. This is in 165. The other two are pretty much max weight. This is in that 171 grams. So, flippiest disc. I can flip this up and turn it over. It's a beautiful disc for those long 400-foot turnovers. Awesome disc. Been around forever now, and I love it. This one is slightly newer in the bag, but came out almost flippy-ish right away. So it's a hyzer flip to straight, stable finish. Awesome disc and can handle a bit of wind as well too. And then this is my overstable option right now that I'm using. Sometimes I'll swap this out with a Garrett Girthy one though as well too. I like these on forehands, just with that extra stability. Great disc. Okay, next we have basically some destroyers. So I've got the new racer still in the bag, this Innova prototype racer. I just absolutely love for tailwind distance drives. I think you can't beat it. This thing just goes forever and ever and ever. A little bit of a hyzer flip, shows slight turn, but very dependable fade. Next, we've got a Team Stamp Halo Destroyer, and this thing is got a bit of dome to it, and you can absolutely just let this loose. It will fly forever, as max distance as you want, can handle the headwinds. Such a good, dependable disc. I think everybody knows that. Everybody loves the Destroyer. Last but not least, we've got this awesome Excalibur. Shout out Mike, thanks for passing this one along. I use this as my utility disc for forehands, get out of jail. It's super flat top, it's got super torque resistant, it's gonna fight any headwind. Just such an incredible disc to have in the bag. Now, of course, we gotta talk about some of my sponsors as well too. We always have a flight towel on the bag. Usually I have two on the bag. Such an incredible towel. You need to dry your hands, you need to dry your discs. This towel is amazing. Can't say, enough good things about it. Of course, I'm rocking the Circle One polos this year. Super excited to get some of my brands on these things. They're comfortable, they're lightweight, they're stretchy. I mean, what else can you love about them? Putt confidently. Again, just helping me out on the putting greens, and they have these sweet hats with the little mini pocket on the side of them as well too. Upper Park, we already talked about. Amazing bags, super durable, lightweight, lightest bags on the market, 100% saves my back out there. Just incredible. Shout out to T3, and of course, Team Innova. All right, folks, that's my in the bag this year for 2024. Super excited to get out and play some more tournaments this year. Stay tuned for more videos coming out. I'm going to be starting to do a lot more long form content since they've done so well, and that's all thanks to you. Remember to hit subscribe, hit like, and as always, get out and throw.